Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into the second summer 2024 season 1 roundup from GavsWeatherVids. So here we go again, time to bring you more summer data. This time we're looking at the long range models from World Forecast Centres for only the second time this season. We get something like 30 or 14 long range models together and see what we're all showing for the summer. And I should get on that for you in a second. Just say that first. A video today was our 6am UK weather forecast. We've also got weekend forecast and 10 to 14 there coming up later on today. So please like, share, subscribe on all of today's business content. And thank you so much everyone for doing that. Thank you so much to Richard for the amazing summer updates gift, and Shryan as well. This is based on a Shryan Bruin photo. And thank you to Shryan for the photo. Thank you to Rich for changing the photo into a gift. Thank you so much. Hashtag Team Gav. I love it. Love it. Right, okay. Let's start off then, as we always do, with CanSet. So we're going to begin with the North American models, and then we will shift on to European models, beginning with CanSet from Canada via Jungle Tidbits. This is the mean sea level pressure anomaly for the summer of 2024 from CanSet. Looks a bit low pressure dominated, actually. Lots of blue of the Atlantic into western parts of Europe as well. So the temperature anomaly for this summer is slightly above average, not a particularly hot summer being predicted there. Precipitation-wise, doesn't really show all that much of a signal, but I will think, quite a bit of low pressure in the Atlantic, a wettish sort of summer could be possible. NWLME suite of models next, starting with NASA's temperature anomaly, slightly above average for summer of 2024 in most orange colours. That's about half a degree to 1 degree above normal. Again, not much of a signal for precipitation, though many parts of Europe look to be having quite a wet summer in those green colours there. Right, so we've got GM, which of course again is from Canada. This one about average, so a little bit cooler with this one for the temperature anomaly for the summer of 2024. And again, not much of a signal for precipitation, very weak signals there, perhaps a bit wetter than average just north of Scotland, but not much of a signal. And we've got NCAR, which is looking quite warm for the summer in those red colours. So on the temperature scale, that's going to be about 1 to 2 degrees above average. That would be quite a hottish summer. Oops, where am I going? I'm going to go there. Right, okay, and so precipitation concerned, again, no signal. So they're all going for a slightly warmer than average summer, but very weak signals for precipitation. Haven't got Patal Peng again, unfortunately. This update. I don't know what's happened to Patal. I hope it's all right. But he hasn't updated his website since November, I don't think, last year. So I'm not sure we're ever going to see Patal Peng's analogues again. That would be a shame, won't it? Anyway, we go on to IRI probability forecast for temperature. This, of course, is coming from Columbia Climate School International Research Institute for Climate and Society. So probability is favouring a warmer than average summer for Ireland, England and Wales in those salmon pink or red shadings. That's about 45 to 50 or 60% probability of above average temperatures this summer. However, Scotland has probability favouring below average temperature by about 40% probability. Now, I'm not sure what sort of pattern would deliver a cooler than average summer to Scotland and a warmer than average summer to Ireland, England, Wales. But anyway, that's what the probability forecast is showing there. And as far as precipitation is concerned, so Western Scotland having a 40% probability of a dry than average summer, as does Southern England, but some eastern parts of England, sort of northeast England, 40% probability of above normal precipitation this summer. Very strange update from the IRI. So we'll move on very quickly to CFS-P2. This is the 700 millibar height anomaly for summer 2024 from the CFS, showing quite a bit of high pressure. Generally over to the north of the UK and Ireland. Now, so you look at that, and there is no evidence of low pressure anywhere in the Northern Hemisphere in the summer of 2024. Northern Hemisphere is just here, of course. Now, we know, of course, there will be low pressure in the Northern Hemisphere during this coming summer. It can't be like high pressure everywhere. So the suspicion will be that the white areas are where we have troughs of low pressure. So, for example, trough of low pressure through there. maybe a trough of low pressure down there. That could be associated with hurricane season, of course. Probably a trough of low pressure through here as well, with this ridge just there. And importantly for us, this white area here could be a trough of low pressure. So if we've got a trough of low through there and a ridge through there, that would imply we probably bring the wind up for a relatively warm southerly or southeast direction, but the low pressure in the Atlantic could provide the energy for some volatility. So we see rather above average temperatures, but not excessively hot temperatures being forecast for this summer from a CFS-B2, and overall very weak signal, but overall probably slightly wetter than average for much of Europe, actually, for like Ireland, UK, France, Germany, Low Countries, Poland. Many areas have slightly above average rainfall there, indicating what could be a fairly unsettled summer. But as I say, it could be quite warm. Right, that's it for the North American models. Let's come back to Europe based, starting off with the ECM-WF. This is the mean scale pressure anomaly from the ECM, showing, for the summer of 2024, showing high pressure just to the west and southwest, so rather Atlantic. So the summer is likely there, with winds in from a westerly direction. The temperature anomaly just a little bit above average in both yellow to orange colours, like half a degree above normal or so. Precipitation is a little bit wetter average just to the northwest of Scotland, driving average down to the southwest of UK Ireland. Bit in between, but probably quite a westerly summer, which could be overall relatively cool and mixed. This is mean cell pressure anomaly from Meteo France. So that's showing quite a bit of low pressure in the North Atlantic, some low pressure across southern parts of Europe get as well. No evident areas of high pressure. Could we get a ridge going through here, through this white area, maybe? Well, the temperature anomaly, perhaps a bit warmer with Meteo France compared to ECM, more widely in those orange and almost red colours, which is like 1 to 2 degrees above average. And as far as precipitation is concerned, weak signal, but just to our south and southwest driving average, so it does imply there's probably some sort of ridge there from the Azores building into western parts of Europe. If it goes far enough north, that will settle us down and give us some warmer weather. GWD from Germany looking like this. Most of northern central east Europe in a trough of low pressure. There's low pressure towards green as well. Again, could there be a ridge around here somewhere? It's very difficult with summer charts because the trough summer ridges don't always appear so evidently, as they do like in winter deterministic predictions. So you do have to do more interpreting for summer charts. As far as temperature is concerned, I should say, only ever so slightly above average, so very close to normal, really. And precipitation, again, shows no particular signal there, so weak signals from the DWD. Right, okay, so where we go? DWD, Meteo France, DWD. Right, so, made a mistake. Right, and I'll pause the video, back in 2. Right, there we go. Got the CMCC mean cell pressure anomaly up, and here it is. So, this is what the Mediterranean model is showing. CMCC for mean cell pressure anomaly for the summer of 2024. Looks a bit more unsettled, this one, with lower pressure in the Atlantic and across western parts of Europe. Temperature anomaly is rather above average in those orange shady colours. That's half a degree to 1 degree above normal. And precipitation with CMCC. So not much of a signal again. You would expect perhaps a rather more unsettled summer, though. Low pressure in the Atlantic. BECCC, perhaps even more low pressure in the Atlantic, just the west of UK and Ireland. Temperature anomaly is slightly above normal, in line with most of these models. And this one does look a little bit wetter as well, maybe a rather wetter summer being predicted by the ECCC. And then finally for the Copernicus suite, we've got the JMA from Japan, Japanese Meteorological Agency, mean sea pressure anomaly with low pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland. The temperature anomaly for the summer slightly above average. And precipitation from the JMA, it's wetter to the northwest around Greenland, Iceland, drier to the southwest around Spain, Portugal. We're kind of in a no man's land. Keeping the Asian theme going, this is how the 500 millibar height anomaly is looking from the Beijing Climate Centre for the summer of 2024. Quite a bit of high pressure in control. The centre of the high is just to the west and northwest of the UK and Ireland, but sort of ridging through western parts of Europe. 200 millibar height anomaly again shows that high pressure centre just to the west of the UK and Ireland. Temperature anomaly is only slightly above average, that's about half a degree, so above normal. And rainfall, looks a little bit unsettled actually. It's drier than average just to the northwest where the high pressure is centred, but through the UK, especially more southern and eastern regions, and much of northern Europe, a rather wetter summer is being predicted there. Oh, let's hope not. And then finally, we've got the UK Met. So this one looks a bit unsettled as well. Azores, I seem to be a bit displaced from us, really, for a summer prediction. Now, it's kind of centred around the Azores, but you'd expect it to be ridging into North and West Europe. Instead, we see plenty of low pressure coming into the north and the west of Europe there. Temperature anomaly, as with all of the other models, slightly above average, but there's not much evidence of a particularly hot summer on this update. That's not to say we won't have a hot summer, but there's not much evidence of one on this update. And a rather wetter summer is being predicted by the UK Met as well, especially for northern and also western parts of Europe. So it's quite a mixed bag, I think, this month, and probably overall favouring a rather mixed summer. I wouldn't necessarily say a washout summer. And there's no evidence of like particularly cool summer either, cold summer. It just looks rather average, I would say. So it's kind of an average summer, a little bit on the unsettled side, and temperatures a bit above normal, but not excessively warm. I think that's the gist of where a lot of these models are this month. And we'll do it all over again next month. And of course, next month's update, Season 1 Roundup, will be the final Season 1 Roundup before we release GavsWeatherVids Summer Forecast on, I think it's going to be Sunday, the 26th of May. So we'll do it all over again next month, but that's how the models are looking for this month. We're going to be back tomorrow with the 8th summer update, and that's going to be a solar special, so tune into that. And again, summer updates will be continuing through May until we release our summer forecast on the 26th. With that, a little bit later, with the weekend forecast and a 10 to 14 day, keep checking back to the channel for more. For this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.